We asked our loyal YouTube viewers to comment on how they thought each division was going to turn out in 2012, and you didn't disappoint. Kevin and I are here to let you know how your votes turned out, starting in the NFC East in this, our NFC results video. The number one team in the East, the New York Giants, are defending Super Bowl champions. The Philadelphia Eagles coming in second, the Dallas Cowboys in third, and the Washington Redskins in fourth. And as one YouTube commenter said, Kevin, it's a passing league. The Giants have the best quarterback and the best pass rush in the division. That's why they should be number one. Is that true?
Well, that was their recipe to winning the Super Bowl. Eli Manning came on strong when he needed to in the playoffs. That front four put enough pressure on teams like the Packers and the Patriots to get the Super Bowl championship. But, you know, the Philadelphia Eagles have a pretty good quarterback in Michael Vick, and they have quite the pass rush there. You look at Dallas and what they have in that front seven on defense, getting after the quarterback, and Tony Romo, also a pretty good quarterback. So lots of competition there. I do agree with the viewers about the Giants getting the edge in that category.
The NFC North, it was not quite, but almost unanimous that the Green Bay Packers were going to finish in first. The Chicago Bears, the second place team, the Detroit Lions third, and the Minnesota Vikings rounding it out in fourth place. And what's interesting was that there were a couple of first place votes for the Chicago Bears. That's why the Packers didn't get them all. But that's what moved them into the second place slot. It was really the Packers are first, the Vikings are fourth, and who's your second or third team? Who do you like, the Bears or the Lions?
Well, the Bears won the offseason. The Lions certainly lost the offseason, unless you're talking about counts of arrests, because then they certainly won that aspect. But you know what the Bears did, adding Brandon Marshall, Alshon Jeffrey, you get a healthy Jay Cutler, healthy Matt Forte back with that defense. You put it all together and you look at that Bears team that was so good before Cutler and Forte went down last year. I understand the hype around Chicago, and you know the Lions are returning pretty much everybody, but what's going on with that team, there's not as much excitement because there's just been so much drama going around in Detroit.
We move to the NFC South, where YouTube commenters say that the New Orleans Saints are going to come in first, Atlanta Falcons will be second, Carolina Panthers in third, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in fourth place. And Kevin, this is one division where there's been a lot of news, a lot of shakeups in this offseason, but apparently the division's going to end up exactly like it did last year. Do you see it playing out that way?
Yeah, I think what viewers realize, what a lot of our editors here realize, that Drew Brees is Drew Brees. You know, they don't necessarily need a head coach coordinator there because Drew Brees can do a lot for them. And I think a lot of people have, you know, give the Saints a lot of credit. The other thing is, I don't think there's a lot of people very excited about the Falcons. You know, I know the Falcons are all there. They got Julio Jones, Roddy White, Matt Ryan, Michael Turner, but there just is not enough excitement to put that team ahead of New Orleans. And the same goes for Carolina and Tampa Bay. A lot of improvements this offseason, you know, full offseason for Cam Newton, but just not enough to put them ahead of the Saints.
You also kind of have to wonder, is it just that nobody wants to be that guy who says, you know what, the Panthers are going to knock everybody out of the playoffs or the Buccaneers are going to make it? Because that's sort of a lofty proposition heading into the season. The final division here, the NFC West, the San Francisco 49ers, the clear first place choice here. The Seahawks in second, Cardinals in third, and the St. Louis Rams in fourth. And this is just like we were talking about earlier. You know who your first place team is, you know who your last place team is, but who's number two, Seattle or Arizona? Who do you like, Kevin?
Yeah, I like the Seahawks because they have more on defense and they have Marshawn Lynch, who am more, you know, is more dependable than what the Cardinals have at running back right now. You know, obviously Arizona has one of the best receivers in the game, Larry Fitzgerald. Both these teams have the quarterback issues. Who's going to start for Seattle? You know, is it going to be John Skelton for Arizona? So those two things got to get worked out. The better quarterback of these two teams, that team is probably going to finish in second place, but I'll give Seattle the edge right now, which I think a lot of viewers are doing the same because of what they have on defense.
Fans, thanks so much for casting your votes and letting us know how you think the 2012 season is going to play out. For similar videos called Voice of the Fan during the 2012 season, stick around at ProFootballWeekly.com.